Section 17, the Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, RESPA. A few days after Sarah's buyers signed their purchase contract, her phone rang. It was a loan officer she had worked with on a previous transaction. "I've got another client who needs an agent," he said. "If I keep sending you business, maybe you can send all of your buyers back to me." Sarah appreciated the referrals, but something about the conversation didn't feel right. Later that afternoon, she stopped by David's office. "I've built a great relationship with this lender," she said. "Can I promise to send all of my future clients to him?" David leaned back in his chair. That's a question every Arizona realtor should know the answer to. He pulled a copy of the Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, commonly known as RESPA, from his bookshelf. RESPA was passed to protect consumers during the home buying process, David explained. One of its primary goals is to make sure buyers and sellers are free to choose the settlement service providers they want, without being pressured or influenced by illegal financial arrangements. Sarah nodded. "So I can recommend a lender?" "Absolutely," David replied. "You can recommend a lender, title company, home inspector, or escrow company based on your experience. The problem begins when money or something of value changes hands in exchange for those referrals." David explained that Section 8 of RESPA prohibits giving or receiving kickbacks, referral fees, or anything of value in exchange for referring settlement service business involving federally related mortgage loans. "This protects consumers," he said. If service providers had to buy referrals, consumers might never know whether they were receiving the best recommendation or simply the one that paid the highest referral fee. Imagine you're working with first-time buyers purchasing a home in Gilbert. They ask, "Who should we use for our loan?" You have worked with 3 outstanding local lenders. What would you do? Experienced Arizona brokers encourage licensees to provide buyers with several qualified options whenever possible, and explain that the final decision belongs to the consumer. Providing choices allows buyers to compare rates, service, and loan programs, while demonstrating that your recommendation is based on experience, not compensation. David shared another real-world example. An agent accepted a $100 gift card every time they referred a buyer to a particular mortgage company. The agent thought it wasn't a big deal because it was only a gift card, David explained. But under RESPA, the amount doesn't determine whether it's a violation. The question is whether something of value was given in exchange for a referral. That simple gift card became the focus of a federal investigation. Sarah then asked another question. "What about affiliated businesses?" "Great question," David replied. He explained that many real estate brokerages have ownership interests in mortgage companies, title agencies, or other settlement service providers. Those relationships are not automatically prohibited. However, consumers must receive proper affiliated business arrangement, AFBA disclosures, understand that they are free to choose another provider, and cannot be required to use the affiliated company as a condition of the transaction. Transparency is the key, David said. The consumer should always know they have a choice. He reminded Sarah that the Realtor Code of Ethics supports these same principles by requiring realtors to place the client's interests first and avoid conflicts that could interfere with professional judgment. Experienced brokers often tell new agents something simple. If your recommendation benefits the consumer, you're probably on the right path. If it primarily benefits you, stop and ask why. Consumers trust realtors to recommend qualified professionals based on experience, knowledge, and service, not financial incentives. That trust is one of the most valuable assets a realtor can earn. In the next section, we'll examine another federal law that affects every Arizona real estate professional, the Fair Housing Act, and discuss how equal professional service protects consumers while strengthening the real estate industry. Online discussion. 1. Why does RESPA prohibit paying or receiving referral fees for settlement service providers? RESPA protects consumers by ensuring referrals are based on the quality of the service rather than financial incentives. Consumers should have the freedom to choose their own lender, title company, escrow company, or other settlement service provider without being influenced by undisclosed compensation arrangements. Imagine a lender offers you a gift card every time you refer a buyer. How should you respond? I would politely decline the offer because accepting something of value in exchange for referrals may violate RESPA. Instead, I would continue recommending service providers based on their qualifications, experience, and ability to serve my clients' needs. Why are affiliated business arrangement disclosures important? Affiliated business arrangement disclosures help consumers understand when a financial relationship exists between service providers. They also inform consumers that they are free to choose another provider and are not required to use the affiliated business. Transparency helps build trust and protects consumers.